Oh, I've got sound. Yeah, we've got sound. Yeah, I just can't hear it through here.
Yeah, OBS is doing the
We've got audio. I changed the settings and I did say I was going to get the audio. I just can't hear it through my headphones.
Wait, can we get a test?
Well, we need to speak. Wait.
Hello, hello, hello. Woo! Hello, hello, hello. Hello and welcome to the Netball College Finals today. We are watching Alcuin 2s and Derwent 2s. It is a little bit windy today, but hopefully that won't affect the play game. Starting with Derwent centre for the ball. Derwent have the ball and they're passing strongly up the court. We have got Liberty Jones for centre for Derwent. It is a Derwent ball being called by the umpire. Derwent goal shooter has the ball. Back to wing offence. Back to goal attack. Alcuin have now got the ball and is heading back towards the Alcuin side. The ball is now out on the Derwent side. It is now an Alcuin ball coming from goalkeeper. And is offside again. Derwent ball now. Goal attack have the ball. And they're going to try and shoot. And they've just missed with Alcuin coming in. But it's back to Derwent again. Goal attack. And it's just got in. Derwent ball. Goal attack. That was Roberta Leach, the team captain since September. Goal attack now for Alcuin. They have the ball. And Derwent have insected it again. They've got the ball. Wing attack for Derwent here. Ella Bassadone centre. Ella Bassadone again heading back towards the Golden D. The ball has just gone out. It is an Alcuin ball from goalkeeper for Alcuin. And it is out. It is Derwent ball. Derwent centre. Liberty Jones there has got it back to the goal attack for Derwent. They're struggling to find someone to pass to, and they have run out of time. Obstruction defense. A strong intersection there, but it is still a Derwent ball. Goal shooter for Derwent, going to shoot now. Oh, and Millie just got that there. That was another goal for Derwent. Centre now have the ball for Derwent. Back towards the goal there. Goal attack. Oh, and Alcuin now have the ball. This is their time to try and win a few points, but Derwent have it again. Centre for Derwent. Liberty Jones has the ball, struggling to pass to someone though, as the Alcuin defence are very, very strong. Offside for Alcuin now. Strong pass to centre there. That is Katie Malson for Alcuin. And it is an Alcuin ball from the goalkeeper. Derwent now have the ball again, and it is by me. Offside ball there. Alcuin goalkeeper trying to throw in. A bit of contact there. And it is a Derwent ball. Wing attack there. Ella Bassadone throwing the ball in. Back to Ella Bassadone. Goal attack there. This is the captain, Roberta Leach, as she goes to shoot. Oh, and it just bounces and misses. Alcuin ball. Alcuin goal defence now has it as she throws it to wing offence. Wing attack even. Derwent attack have just got it again. Back to centre for Derwent. And Derwent are going to shoot again. And it was nearly another goal, but it just bounced. Will goal shooter Millie get this? The wind is very strong, and I think just took the ball there. It was not a goal for Derwent. Alcuin going to shoot pass in now. But it was footwork, and it's back to Derwent. Goal shooter again for Derwent. Millie is going to try again, and she misses again. I think the wind is very strong. Alcuin did intersect, but Millie is back again. Goal attack. And captain has just shot. That was Roberta Leach, captain of the Derwents. Alcuin have the ball and they are heading back up towards their side. They do need to win some points now. There's a lot of pressure riding on them as centre Katie Malson for Alcuin now has the ball. Goal attack. And it is gone off the side. It is a Derwent ball from goalkeeper. And it is a solid pass to Derwent. They are very strong this morning and they are passing it back up towards the goal. Alcuin have intersected. And it is a Derwent ball. Back to Derwent as they travel back up the court. Centre to goal attack. Roberta Leach, goal shooter. She's going to try and shoot again. Is she going to get it? And she did. That was another goal for Derwent. Centre for Derwent now have the ball. And wing defence. Sandy Williams has just passed the ball strongly up to the scoring third. It is offside though. It is an Alcuin ball for goalkeeper. A solid pass there. But Derwent have just grabbed it. Incredible effort there from goal attack. Derwent ball, wing attack as she passes it very close to the goal. There's goal attack, captain Roberta Leach. Just missed the goal there, but will she get it? Yes, that was a goal shooter Millie scoring again for Derwent. Alcuin are now feeling the pressure and are going to try and score a goal on their side. However, that was a Derwent intersection and now a Alcuin ball. Alcuin are now passing it towards their goalie, but there was a very strong interception there from the Derwent wing defence. Derwent wing defence, yes, that is Sandy Williams. Alcuin still have the ball as they're trying to get it in there, but Derwent are being very, very persistent. It is a Derwent ball now next to the Alcuin scoring D. Goalkeeper for Derwent, that is Darcy Anderson, is passing in. Goal defence for Derwent. Louise has the ball as she heads up the court. Centre, Liberty Jones for Derwent has the ball as she passes very strongly into the shooting D. Roberta Leach tries again, but Alcuin have now got the ball and they are heading back up the court. Solid position there for Roberta Leach as she tries to shoot, but the wind just took the ball there and Alcuin have the ball. It is heading back towards their scoring D. Wing attack there, Ellen Cope, struggling to find someone to pass to as the Derwent defence are very strong. But she has it again, and goal shooter is now trying to shoot. It is an Alcuin goal. First goal for Alcuin there, and much deserved. Centre for Derwent, Liberty Jones has the ball as she passes to wing defence, back to wing attack. The captain for Derwent struggling to find someone to pass to. Alcuin have stepped up. They've got their energy back now. And that was time. At the end of the first quarter there, Derwent are in the lead. But I do feel like Alcuin did get their energy picking up after that first goal that they scored. It's very windy here today, and I think that definitely has affected some of the goals that have been attempted to be shot there. But it's a very fun game. I can see Alcuin are changing some of their positions. She's saying she wants to mix it up. She wants to swap some of the energies. And I like that. We'll have to see if this works in Alcuin's favour. Some fun facts now then. So Alcuin 2's team are a mixture of the actual 3s and 2s, which is really nice. And I was talking to the captain earlier, who is Hannah Lace, and she was telling me how they're feeling really excited for this game. It's really nice mixing the teams and working together. But this is the Alcuin 2's game here. And the Derwent 2's team, a fun fact about them is that apparently, and I'm not allowed to say any names here, 5 out of 7 of them are still a little bit tipsy from the night before. That's my fun fact. Yeah, that was given to me by team captain there, Roberta Leach. I think you might be able to tell by some of the highlights still on their faces who went out partying last night, but we won't go there. And I am just saying that that was given information by the team captain. Another fun fact about the Derwent 2s then is that playing in the finals was a bit of a surprise to them. They didn't actually realise until they're playing in a game on Thursday against the Derwent 4s. They thought it was just a fun little game and they found out it was a real game and it ended up qualifying them for the finals. I'm really excited to see this next quarter. A few more tactics being told now, a few more top tips, and I think we're going to go back in now. That was the whistle as we go back in to the next quarter. Alcuin seem to have some more tactics down in their little talk there, so I'm excited to see how they play now. Centre, Katie Malson has the ball to start for Alcuin. Katie has passed very strongly to wing attack. It is a Derwent ball for goalkeeper Darcy Anderson. Derwent still have the ball as they pass towards their scoring third. They are not giving up. Alcuin are trying hard to defend them, but they are back there scoring, and Derwent have just got another goal. Liberty Jones there has just passed to the captain for Derwent, and they are already back about to score again with Millie, goal shooter. And she has got it. That is another Derwent ball. You can see Alcuin's determination now. They've just stepped up as the centre there. Katie Malson passed strongly towards the goal shooter for Alcuin, who now has the ball. And I now have the ball. Ooh. Goalkeeper now for Derwent. Derwent have the ball. Goalkeeper again. That is Darcy Anderson. Alcuin have now got the ball, and they need to have this ball if they want a chance of shooting. Goal shooter for Alcuin. Alcuin struggling to find someone to pass to as Derwent are not giving up. But Alcuin have just scored another goal. Derwent are still in the lead, but Alcuin are climbing back slowly but surely. The next point will be very interesting to see if they can still bring it back. Alcuin ball now from their goalkeeper. Goal attack, Ellen Cope has passed, but it is gone to Derwent. Derwent now have the ball as goal shooter for Derwent. Millie tries again. Will she get it? And she did. The wind did not distract her there. Katie Malson there, centre for Alcuin. You can see the determination as goal shooter for Alcuin now has it. Very strong ball there from goal attack as she tries to attempts to score, and it was so close. Bounced on the edge for a bit, but now it is a Derwent ball. Darcy Anderson there, goalkeeper for Alcuin, for Derwent even, passing all the way up the court. Solid catch there from Millie, the goal shooter, as she attempts to score again, and she did it. Liberty Jones for Derwent centre, passing. Lots of strong passes. Derwent have the ball and they are trying to get it close to their goal. But Alcuin are not giving up. They've got a lot of energy and they keep defending. Again, another incredible defence from Alcuin there, from their goalkeeper. Derwent have the ball. And Alcuin now have the ball. Alcuin have the ball, and it was their chance to try and get it towards the shooting D, but I'm afraid it is offside again for Derwent. Solid pass there to Derwent as they try and get closer. Liberty Jones there, trying to find someone to pass to on the Derwent side, but it is Alcuin ball. Alcuin goalkeeper now has the ball as she passes it back towards the scoring third for Alcuin. They need to get another goal, but she's struggling to find someone. The Derwent defence are very strong. They are hot on their feet. Goal attack now. Ellen Cope for Alcuin. Goal shooter and team captain Hannah Lace there attempted to shoot. However, it is now a Derwent ball. No goal for Alcuin this time. Wing defence there. Pass back to Darcy Anderson, goalkeeper for Derwent. Liberty Jones there, grabbing the ball for Derwent as it heads towards the scoring third. But Alcuin have got it and they are strong. They're not giving up and they are trying to get another goal in this quarter. A little bit of contact there, and it is a Derwent, an Alcuin ball. Alcuin have the ball now, and goal shooter for Alcuin has now got it. Centre for Alcuin struggling to find someone there, looking a little bit concerned as she was trying to find a free member. Team captain there, Hannah, attempting to shoot, but just missing. But the goal attack, Ellen Cope has just scored. That was 1 goal for Alcuin, but Derwent are still in the lead. Derwent now have the ball and they are going to try and get another point. But Katie Malson there, the centre for Alcuin, just intersected. Back to Derwent. And it is another goal there for Derwent. Goal shooter, that is Millie Gord. Alcuin have the ball now. A solid bounce pass there. I heard a love a bounce pass from the audience, and I do agree. Bounce passes are maybe my favourite. Derwent now have the ball, and they are heading back towards their scoring side. Struggling to find someone to pass to, though. Team captain there for Alcuin saying, lovely pressure, use it. And that is true. They are putting the pressure on Derwent as they go to score again. Team captain Hannah Lace now has the ball as she attempts to shoot. The wind is strong, though. Oh, and it was very close. It literally bounced out of the net there. Unlucky for Alcuin as Derwent now have the ball and they attempt to score again. Offside now. It is an Alcuin ball. But Derwent have got it again. Wing attack struggling to find someone to pass to, but now the goal shooter has got it. Millie Gorge trying to score again for Derwent, and she's done it. Another point there for Derwent. Derwent centre now, Liberty Jones, as she passes to team captain there for Derwent. Team captain got it again now. Roberta Leach attempting to score, and it is just gone around the outside of the net. Just missed it. Winger defence now for Alcuin now have the ball, but it is back to Derwent. They are not giving up as they attempt to score again. Millie tries again. Alcuin tried to get it, but it was not good enough. Millie is very tall, and that works to her advantage amazingly. Okay, it is an Alcuin ball. I can see that they are running. They are so determined, but it has been intersected back to Derwent. Alcuin now have the ball from goal attack there. Goal shooter now has the ball for Alcuin, but it is offside Alcuin, and it hit one of our cameras. Everyone's okay though. It is a Derwent ball, and end of the second quarter. Lots of claps there. That was getting a little bit more intense. You can definitely see that Alcuin have stepped up their game. They have a little bit more energy in them now. And yes, it's very exciting to see what's going to happen. Derwent are quite strong at the moment in the lead. But Alcuin are trying to bring it back, and you can see the determination. Katie Malson there, who is their centre, trying very, very hard. The wind is not giving up, though. If there is any winner of today, it is probably the wind. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is very strong, and you can probably see it. They're having a few more talks now. I can see some top tips being spread amongst the Derwent lot. They're talking about what they're going to do for the second half of the game. Time to have a break now, though, as they're all drinking. Not for me, though. Don't worry, I'm still going to be here. I'm excited to see where the second half of this game goes, actually. You can definitely see the frustration in the Alcuin's faces when Derwent intersect, and they're very strong at doing so. Their goalkeeper and their goal attack are both very tall as well, which works massively to their advantage. This is Derwent I'm talking about. Roberta Leach as well, the team captain for Derwent, has shown to be very persistent with her scoring, persistent with trying to get a goal for Derwent. She's been team captain there since. She's been team captain there since September. Anyways, they take a break. I'm going to take a short break, and I'll see you back soon. Fortunately, it wasn't in, but Alcuin now have the ball. Katie Melson for Alcuin there, and it is now back to Derwent. Liberty Jones centre for Derwent, as it was a very quick pass all the way to Millie for Derwent as she attempts to score. It didn't get in that time, but will it go in a second time? It will indeed. That was another point for Derwent. Katie Melson now for Alcuin as she passes it up towards the scoring D. Goalkeeper for Alcuin have just scored. Everyone seems quite surprised by that. It was very quick and very efficient. Alcuin needed a few more of them if they would like to win this game, but Derwent still have the ball. It is offside there for Alcuin, as goalkeeper for Alcuin has the ball. Will they do the same? Will they do another fast and efficient goal? Roberta attempted to intervene there, but it went offside, and now it is a Alcuin ball. Alcuin, Derwent have the ball. Another tumble there for Alcuin. Wing defence, but she is back up and running. A little bit of a hop there. Hope she hasn't injured herself. Derwent are attempting to score again, and it is another Derwent point. Alcuin have the ball now as Katie Melson, centre, tries to pass to wing defence on Alcuin's side. There's a little bit of concern about the Alcuin player, but she is continuing on like a soldier. Alcuin intercepted from a potential Derwent goal there. Derwent goal shooter Millie now passing in, but it is out again. Alcuin ball. Alcuin goalkeeper now trying to find someone free to pass to, and she managed to. It was a Alcuin ball, and now it is an offside Alcuin ball too. Alcuin definitely stepped up their game. They have a newfound energy. They've woken up and they are ready to win some more points. The sun's coming out now a little bit. Maybe this will bring a bit more energy as well to them. Alcuin still have the ball and they are heading towards their scoring D. As wing attack now has it, and Derwent have just got it. It was very close though, very, very close. Derwent centre Liberty Jones there has the ball as it heads towards their team captain, Roberta Leach, struggling to find someone to pass to. Centre Liberty Jones says sorry, but she does not need to apologise for anything as Derwent have just scored again. I'm very excited to see how this next quarter goes, as Derwent have the ball again, but with a little bit of a high pass. Alcuin now have the ball. Alcuin goalkeeper finding someone to pass to. It is a solid pass, their goal defence, but that was not enough as Derwent now have the ball again. Team captain Roberta Leach there attempting to shoot, but the wind has picked up and took the ball. Millie now for Derwent trying to shoot, but it bounced on the edge. One more attempt and is off again. The wind really isn't helping the situation, but Alcuin now have the ball as she passes to wing attack. Wing attack for Alcuin now have the ball. Centre Katie Melson for Alcuin have the ball as it is going towards their scoring D. Alcuin really need to make this goal. The pressure is stepping up, and you can see that the pressure is stepping up. That is a Derwent ball offside. Derwent pass to goal defence, and now to their wing defence. Their centre Liberty Jones, wing attack. They are being very strong, very fast, very efficient, as it is now already back with their team captain, Roberta Leach, as she attempts to score again. Goal attack now for Alcuin has the ball. Lovely jump there from the goalkeeper for Alcuin as Katie Melson now has the ball, trying to find someone to pass to, but they are struggling a little bit. Derwent are hot on their feet when trying to defend their Alcuin oppositions, not leaving any room for error. Roberta Leach there just missing as Alcuin now have the ball. Goalkeeper for Alcuin has the ball. Goal defender for Alcuin has the ball now. Solid pass to Katie Mousen there as wing attack for Alcuin has the ball and it heads towards their scoring D. Ellen Cope there, grab the ball there. But it is not enough. Goal defence for Derwent have taken the ball as it heads back towards their point, their goal. Millie for Derwent has just scored another point. You can really see the determination in Katie Mousen's face here. She's very determined to get another point for Alcuin, as I'm sure they all are. It is a Derwent centre as they continue to pass the ball towards their goal. Alcuin have managed to get the ball, but Millie just grabbed it off of them. Derwent have the ball again as Millie attempts to shoot, and she gets it. That is another point there for Derwent. Katie Mousen for Alcuin passing to a wing attack who had a little bit of a slip, but it hasn't meant anything. Derwent now have the ball as team captain Roberta Leach attempts to shoot, just misses as Millie, but it is now time. So at the end of that quarter there, Derwent are still in the lead, but Alcuin are getting stronger slowly but surely. Maybe the tactics of reserving their energy will work in their favour as Derwent team are starting to look a little bit more tired. With strong gusts of wind there as well, it doesn't help the situation for them. I'm excited to see how this next quarter will go. As Derwent take a strong lead. Yes, I think Alcuin need to be hot on their toes if they do want to try and take a lead. But Derwent are seeing a lot more relaxed at the moment as they're joking around. I like this sort of game. This is a fun little game, and everyone seems in really good spirits. It's a really fun final game, and I'm really enjoying it. And luckily, the rain's managed to hold off too, even if it is a little bit windy. Now could have swapped a little bit of their positions up now. Interesting to see. I like Alcuin's and Derwent have two different tactics here. Alcuin change positions in their breaks, change positions in their quarter times, and Derwent remain in the same positions. Maybe this works in Derwent's favour, or maybe it's nice to mix it up a little bit. They both teams seem very, very strong, very tight in their friendships, which is really lovely to see. And at the end of the day, that's why everyone loves sport, because it is such a friendship and team working thing, especially something like netball, all relying on each other. A few more bits of advice now are getting passed around the Alcuin lot. You can see the determination in their faces, but they are still smiling, which is so lovely to see. They're saying how they need to speed it up a little bit, Alcuin that is. And this is now time for the final quarter. Lots of support there for Alcuin as they go to take their positions. Derwent doing their final hands in cheery thing. Let's go back now for this final quarter. You are watching the Derwent 2s and the Alcuin 2s here on YSTV on the rather windy courts of West Campus. Liberty Jones, solid pass there to their team captain, Roberta Leach, who is goal attack. Derwent still have the ball now as they go for another goal. Strong goal in the first few seconds for Derwent there, as it is an Alcuin centre. Katie Malson passes to wing attack. Goal defence have got the ball. Little bit of interaction there with the Derwent team members, but it does not stop them. Alcuin have the ball as their goal attack is going to shoot. Sorry, it was their goal shooter who just scored for Alcuin there. Alcuin have a point and they need to keep this up if they want to try and regain some of the leadership. Centre for Derwent. No, wing attack for Derwent now have the ball, as that was a very strong pass to their team captain there, Roberta Leach, at goal attack, who just scored Derwent another point. Alcuin centre now, Katie Malson passes to a wing attack, who passes to goal shooter, very strong. The wind has just picked up though, as you can hear the audience shout, "Watch the wind." Low bounce passes are being used. I think that's a wise idea with this wind. Derwent now have the ball as they're heading back towards their scoring D. Goal shooter for Derwent now, Millie, has just scored them another point. Centre now for Derwent, Liberty Jones has the ball. They're keeping it on the Derwent side. Although just as I said that, it is offside for Alcuin. Yeah, Alcuin. Alcuin goalkeeper struggling to find someone to pass to as Liberty Jones for Derwent has just grabbed the ball back to team captain there, Roberta Leach, but it was not enough. Alcuin now have the ball as Katie Malson, full centre of Alcuin, has the ball and is heading towards the final D. Goal shooter now for Alcuin, attempting to do a long score. There was a bit of contact there, and it is an Alcuin ball. Alcuin attempted to score, but didn't quite manage it. As they tried to keep the ball into the court, it did go back to Derwent. Derwent are seeming a little bit more tired now as their defences are down, but this does not stop them from scoring another point. That was a Derwent point there. Back to centre now for Derwent. Alcuin still have the determination though. Maybe more now so than ever. Wing attack for Alcuin. Oh, attempted a pass to their team captain there, Hannah Lace, who is their goal attack, but it wasn't enough as Derwent now have the ball again. Katie Malson there, trying to intersect the Derwent centre, Liberty Jones. But it is an offside ball for Alcuin. Will they manage to get it back towards their scoring D like they need to? Struggling to pass to anyone. It is still an Alcuin ball. No, it isn't. It's a Derwent ball. Derwent have the ball. A little bit of bibbity bobbity boo with the ball, but they are trying to score again. Derwent are very good at keeping the ball, and if they keep this up, they will win the match. Derwent attempted to score again now, and they did it. Despite the wind picking up, they have just scored another point. That was one more point for Derwent. It is getting windy here as Derwent have the ball. You can see the wind take the ball there. That was no error of anyone apart from the wind. Alcuin have the ball as they try to do a bounce pass. Another Alcuin ball. She's struggling to pass it to anyone. Derwent have just got their energy back for the last few moments of this game. Liberty Jones there, centre for Derwent, passing very strongly to Roberta Leach, team captain for Derwent. It is an Alcuin ball though, as Derwent did not score. Attempting to pass the centre there, but Roberta Leach did intersect. Alcuin ball here. Goalkeeper for Alcuin. Passing it to the wing defence, but it is back to Derwent. Derwent attempted to score again, and they've got it. That is another point for Derwent. Coming out, Quinn, you can hear a little cheer from the crowd, but it is a strong intersection from their Derwent tall goal defence. Height is a real advantage in this game, and a lot of the Derwent players are very tall. That is another Derwent point there. Derwent centre now, Liberty Jones as she passes to the wing attack for Derwent. Centre again, and it is back to goal shooter Millie, who's been scoring the most points this match, and she's just scored another one. Katie Mousen getting ready for Alcuin to score another point, but it was not enough as Derwent now have the ball again. Derwent centre there, Liberty Jones passing to their team captain Roberta Leach, back to Liberty Jones, back to Roberta Leach, back to Millie as she attempts to score again. Will she do it? She has indeed. That was another point there for Derwent by Millie Gould, their top shooter today. Alcuin attempted to do an intersection there with a lovely leap, but it was not enough. It is offside ball though to Alcuin. Alcuin have the ball. Their wing attack has the ball. Goalkeeper for Alcuin has the ball now as they attempt to pass it towards their scoring third. But Derwent have managed to get the ball back as they attempt to score another goal in the last few moments of this match. Very, very strong intersection there from the goalkeeper for Alcuin. It is a Alcuin offside now from their goal defence, their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper for Alcuin now passing it to Rebecca. A goal attack. Centre, Liberty Jones there for Derwent, passing it to Millie Gould, the goal shooter for Derwent. Roberta Leach now attempting to score. The whistle was blown, but the point was there. Katie Mousen centre for Alcuin as they attempt to score again, but I'm afraid Derwent have taken the ball, and that is the end of the match. A strong Derwent win there. Lots of lovely spirit here on the team, though. Lots of lovely spirit here on the court. Lots of handshakes, smiles. Everyone really enjoyed that game. Three cheers for Derwent. Oh, that was lovely. Three cheers for Derwent, three cheers for Alcuin, and one for the umpire. Lovely spirit here, but the wind is not stopping. I wonder if this will affect the next game as well. Derwent team now coming over after their victory. How are you guys feeling?
Shattered, exhausted, tired.
So, as captain, what would you like to say? What would you like to say to everyone?
Well, it's been a hard season. We've obviously hi. It's been a really hard season. We've had loads of changes in our team, but we've got the best team now, and we obviously won. So good times. Woo!
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really fun match. And so you were Millie and goal shooter, and you scored a lot of the points there. So what are you thinking when you're going to score? I really hope this gets in. Fair dues. I think we're all thinking that too. So what are your plans now? How are you going to celebrate your win?
Far ahead, but I don't think we thought we'd win, to be honest. So
Final courtyard, anyone? Should we go?
Yeah.
So you guys go party in Courtwald. Have a great time, you guys. Well done again. Congratulations for your win. Lots of smiles there. And yes, so they should celebrate in Courtyard. It will be a fun time. Both James teams are warming up now for their next match. Let's see if we can get someone from the Alcuin team to come and talk. I think they're doing a little debrief. No luck. But it is okay. They're thinking of probably tactics of how they are going to do. We're going to talk to some of the Alcuin team now. So hi guys, so Katie Malson, we're just going to look at this camera here. Katie Malson and Hannah Lace. So you guys, so you were the centre and you were the team captain. How do you think that game went?
I think we played well. The score wasn't what we wanted, but I think everyone did well as a team. We were all shouting for the balls. We were driving, we were motivated. We wanted to win, but the other team were brilliant. We have no complaints. They were an amazing team, and it every time. So
their shooters were seriously good. Jess Hatton shout out to Jess. She got player. She is hiding and giving me the evil eye. For her shooting was amazing. We played well. The wind as well just killed us off.
Yeah, the wind was very strong.
Going and then just whoosh away. But we're happy.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you're the co-captain. Oh, you're both co-captains. So how did you find the game then?
good. I mean, it probably wasn't my best defending, but overall it was good. I think their shooter was really strong, so it was a good game.
It's a really lovely way to end the year, like as part of netball's been such a fun thing to do this year, as part all together as part of the college. So it's been a really lovely thing to end the summer term on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the nice thing about college sports is that you guys are all together. Are you guys gonna continue for next year or?
San,
you're going to be captain next
year.
You're captain for next year.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, really looking forward to it. And Becca's our social media manager next year, so it should be really good.
You'll see a lot more of Alcuin netball on social media.
So where can people follow?
Is it at Alcuin_netball? I think.
Just on Instagram.
If you search Alcuin netball, we'll come up, and there's a Facebook page as well if you want to get involved.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
New recruits next year because we're really trying to grow the teams and everything.
Absolutely. So if people want to go and be a part of the team, what can they do?
There'll be more information on the Instagram and Facebook for our come along to try it out sessions, and they'll be here in September or inside, so somewhere around the gym.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys, and well done again for today's game. So as the wind is staying quite strong, we're going to get ready now for the James game as they're all warming up. It's going to be a fun match. wind is still strong, but the determination is so high. You'll be able to differ between the two by the purple bibs that the first team will be wearing. Warming up very strong today. Lots of determination here in the James teams. James is the renowned Sports College of York University, so no wonder the determination is high. Team captains for both teams then. So for the first, we've got Elle Forsdick. And for the who co-captains with Freya, but Freya can't be here today. And for the seconds, we have got Juliet Smith. It is going to be a very good match already. I can feel it. Lots of spectators have come out to watch. It's going to be a good one. Thank you. Bye. Waving goodbye now to the Derwent team after their amazing victory. And now it is on to James. Make sure you stay tuned in to see all the action here. It's going to be a game that you do not want to miss, I can assure you that much. Final bits of advice now are being passed around before the whistle will be blown. When I asked for some comments, the first team said, ones will win. So that was the comment I got from the captain today. Twos have just done their handshake. Twos! They are ready to go, and ones have just done the same. It's going to be a very interesting match now. Both the James teams, just a reminder that the ones are in purple and the twos are in the classic James blacks. We are about to start the match now. With ones in purple, centre ones starting. Straight away, you can see the energy from both teams. Juliet Smith now, captain for the seconds, for the twos even, has the ball, but is back to the ones. Goal attack, passing to wing attack now for the ones. Goal shooter for the ones. Attempting to score the first score, and she didn't manage to do it. Goal shooter for the ones now trying again, but it just was not high enough, and she's trying one more time, yet it didn't work out again. Juliet Smith there, goalkeeper, intersecting for the twos. Two centre now with the ball as they attempt to get it into the scoring D. Goal attack now for the twos are going to score, and she did. That is 1 point now for the James twos. The twos now for James even still has the ball. Went through the legs, but twos still have it as they attempt for their another point. Goal attack now for James twos, attempting to score, but didn't quite manage it. Very slick movement there from the goal shooter. But it is now back to the first. James ones have the ball as they pass very strongly up the court. Centre now passing to wing attack for James first. James ones, but didn't quite manage it. You can see the determination here. They're all trying so hard to get the ball. I wonder if this energy will last throughout the whole game, as team captain there for the twos, Juliet Smith, passed him. James ones now have the ball as the goal attack tries to shoot, and they've got it in. That is one more goal there for James ones. James ones centre now has the ball. Very, very smooth passing there. You can see they've been practicing for this game. Juliet Smith there, the goalkeeper for the seconds, has the ball. And it is offside. One of our YSTV people have it there. Twos now have the ball. Back to goal attack, as there is another attempted goal being made. It got passed back out to the first. Twos now have it, as she's struggling to pass to someone. Goalkeeper there for the ones team, passing to centre. Strong passes there within the ones team. Ones for James now have the ball as they're going to attempt to score again. This is the goal attack. And the goal shooter now attempting to score for James ones. Let's see if they can manage it this time. And they have. It's another goal for James ones. Centre now for James twos. As goal attack, Minnie Gross tries to get it. A little slip of the ball there, but it is back in the ones possession. Solid pass there. Lots of high jumps, lots of energy. Goals ones. James ones trying to make a goal as they attempt to score, and they've done it. One more point for James ones. James twos are definitely feeling the pressure a little bit more. They've stepped up. You can see their determination as they try to cover all of their oppositions. James twos have the ball. Are they going to make it towards their scoring D? Centre there. And now back to goal attack, Minnie Gross for James twos. James ones has the ball as it heads back towards their scoring third. A very long pass there, but goal attack has just managed to grab it as they attempt to get it in. The determination is incredible from both sides. They're both working very hard to get their points. However, the ball is seeming to remain most of the time up towards the one's side of the pitch. Ones still have the ball. As the whistle is blown, it is a twos ball. Juliet Smith, goalkeeper for the twos and captain of today's game. James twos have the ball as they try to pass someone, but the ones are very strong on their defences there. It is back to the ones as they try and get it back down the court again. They have had the ball for most of this time of this quarter. As it comes to the end of this quarter, they are in a very, very strong position. Solid pass there as centre for twos now has the ball. And the ball is offside for the ones. The ones goalkeeper, they're passing it to the goal defence, to the wing defence, to the centre. The twos are not giving up. They are showing so much persistence there as they are trying to defend their goal. Goalkeeper there trying to get the ball there for the twos. And it caused a little bit of distraction, but not enough as they have attempted to score again. Goal shooter for the ones trying to score again. Oh, a little bit of contact, and now the ones have the ball. Juliet Smith now has the ball for the twos as they pass up the court. Very strong passes. Trying to pass to the goal shooter. Goal shooter for twos now attempting to score. Back out to centre, back out to the goal shooter. in a good position, but it was not enough. The ones now have the ball again. Twos have grabbed the ball in a very strong manner. And that is the first quarter. It's been a really fun match so far. You can see the energy. They are both so determined to win, both from the same college. I think it definitely says a lot. You can see that they are both full of energy, ready to score some more points. So at the end of that quarter, then the ones are in the lead by quite a considerable amount, but it does not mean that the game is going to go to them. You can go any way still. They're working hard to keep the ball. I can see a few bibs being swapped now. Perhaps swapping the positions is going to help both teams. A lot of tactics being swapped now. Water breaks for them and myself. The score is 3-1 to James Ones, with 1 point there to the James Twos. When speaking to Juliet Smith, the captain of today's game for the James Twos, she was very determined, warming up her team a lot. And I'm sure they're preserving a little bit more of their energy for in a few moments. It's really nice seeing the support that's come out here today. It is a big match. Lots of people have been excited for this game. And no wonder, you can see the determination. The wind is still very strong though, I won't lie to you, and I think it definitely has had a bit of an impact on some of the goals that have been attempted to be scored. And we are back. Let's go for the second quarter then, shall we? As the team slowly make their way back. They've done their James firsts. And, sorry, it was the James ones have just done their little hand thing. And now the James seconds. And now they're both going back to the team. Go James! Which one? Up to you. Twos. Just said from the offside. Let's see what energy they're going to bring back after their little quarter break then. Starting off with the twos. Oh! Lots of interaction there from both team members. You can hear the team captain for the ones offside shouting slowly, trying to preserve the energy maybe, trying to keep the ball, trying to keep their score high. Ones have the ball now as their centre has just passed to goal attack, and that is a point for the firsts. Very quick, very efficient. They're not messing around here. Back to the first again. Centre for the first, passing to the goal attack. Goal attack attempting to shoot, and they've done it. 2 goals in 30 seconds. Pretty impressive there from the first. Will the seconds now bring it back as they started with their centre? But it is back to the first once again. First are trying to get it towards their scoring D, but it is back to the seconds. The 2 centre now passing to the goal attack, and it was a goal attack score there for the 2s. 2s have the ball now as it was a strong intersection from the firsts. The whistle is blown, but it is still a 2s ball. The ball's offside. Oh, nearly went to the first there. But the 2s have just scored a point. Well done, 2s. Their determination is strong and they are going to continue to get stronger. First now have the ball, but there was a very, very strong interception there from the 2s. First are going to attempt to score. They're in a solid position, but I've just missed. Good pressure is shouted from the crowd. It is a back line from the first. And it is another point there for the ones. The ones have just scored one more point, keeping them still in the lead. The wind is picking up, and you can see by the ball rolling, it is a centre for the first. Ones have the ball. And they are keeping it towards their goal, keeping it very close to their goal. That was another goal scored there for the ones, as it is now the 2s ball. Here they go, 2s. 2s have the ball. They are attempting to get it close to their goal, and they are doing well. Will they score? They just have. You can see in this second quarter that the 2s have definitely come back with some new energy. The first have the ball. Centre shouting at someone to get free as she was struggling to pass to someone. It is the goal shooter now for the first, and it was a solid goal. A little bit of interaction there between the teams, but the first have the ball again as they head towards their goal. Oh, and towards me. Seconds now have the ball as it heads up their court. It's offside. Umpire now has the ball. First to have the ball again as there is another attempted goal. And it went in despite the wind. The goal went in. First are in the lead. Ones have the point again. The ball again now. Another attempted goal. Just missed, but will they make the next one? Yes, they have. 3 goals in just a matter of seconds. Very impressive from the ones team. Will the 2s bring it back now as they have the ball? Centre for 2s now have it as they are trying to pass to someone close to the goal. It nearly went out, but the 2s still have it. Goal attack for 2s now. Struggling to shoot. As they try and get close to the goal, the ones have intersected. And now it is not in the D anymore. Will they bring it back? It is a ones ball. James Wands now have the ball, passing it to the goal defence, wing defence, goal attack, centre for the James First. They're going to attempt to score again. Goal attack now, and it is in. Another point for the James Firsts. Now, the James Twos team really need to step up their game if they would like to gain some lead. First, have the ball again. Goal attack again. Will it be another goal? Very nearly. One more time. Oh, not quite. It bounced off the top, but it is in again. Twos have been told to pick up their energy, which they will need to do if they want to score a few more points in this quarter. People are maybe seeming a little bit more tired now as it is drawing to the halfway mark. But the Twos have just scored another point. Well done, Twos. First now have the ball. Goal shooter passing to their wing attack. Goal attack attempts to score, and they do with a one-handed pass. Pretty impressive. A little bit of interaction there as the first and the second fight for the ball, but it does go to a toss-up. Seconds have got the ball now, as the ones take it again, though, back towards their goal. It is a ones backline with the wing attack taking it. Goal attack now for ones, attempting to score again, and it goes in. Very skilled goal attack there. Keeps getting the ball in, which has put the ones in the lead. The ball has just gone off the back line on the two side. Ones have the ball again, and it is time. That is halfway for the game. Ones are in the lead, and it has been a very interesting game, with team captain for the Twos telling their team to pick up the energy. Maybe in this little halftime break, it will give them the time to regain their energy, the energy that they need to get a bit more of a lead in the game. So far, the Firsts are in the lead. They're all relaxing. They're all having a few drinks. And we are back for the second half of the match. I'm very excited to see how this one goes. It's really nice because both teams are from the same college. There's a lot of friendship going on, lots of smiles, lots of hugs. Game on, I just heard the goal defence, the goalkeeper even say for the James Firsts. It is the ones ball now for the centre. Ones have the ball. A very strong jump there from their wing attack. As the goal attack now has the ball. And they attempt to shoot. I had just heard the captain shout there, defence on, pressure, just keep them out. That was from the first. The pressure is on. They are trying to defend the ball, but it is not enough as the goal attack for the Twos has just scored. That is another point to the Twos. 13-6 there to the Ones now as the game continues. And they try and get it to 14-6. Didn't quite manage it this time. They'll try again in just a moment. Twos have the ball now. The First are trying to keep their defence up, and it was very strong as they nearly take out one of our cameramen. It is Twos ball now. Wing attack, trying to pass it in. They're fighting for the ball, and it is a goal attack for the Twos. She was very surprised as she grabbed the ball, and she's just made a point. That's very exciting there, where they both were grabbing the ball and trying to win it. And the relief in her face when she finally scored. Twos again now as they go back towards the goal shooter. Lots of people shouting, nice Millie. Centre now has the ball. A solid pass there to the goal attack for the Twos, and they've just scored another point. Perhaps this is where the Twos will bring back their score. They will regain some of the length that's been made by the Firsts. It is a Ones ball now as the goal attack. Pass it to the centre, back to the goal attack. Time to score. A score was made. Twos have the ball as I can hear the captain shout, energy. They are keeping the energy high. They are going to score again. Goal attack now for the Twos, attempting to score, and they have done it. The halftime break was definitely what they needed. They've got so much energy coming back and so much determination to win this. The sun is now coming out too. It's lovely. Twos have the ball, and now do I. Maybe I should play netball. First have the ball now as it is heading back towards their scoring D. Passing back and forth, but now the goal attack for the First have it, and they have just scored. Lots of cheers from the crowd, as the crowd has grown a little bit. Really lovely to see the support that has come out to support both of the James teams here today. It is a Ones back line now as they attempt to get it back up the court towards their goal. But it is a very strong intersection by the Twos. Oh, and now the Ones is offside for the Twos. Wing attack there for the Twos coming in to take it. Emily has passed it to the goal shooter, but didn't quite manage to get it. It is a twos backline now as goal attack takes the ball. Twos now have the ball as the goal shooter attempts to score, but it did go out the back line. Ones from the back line now as they pass to their goal defence, who had a big smile on their face. It is a fun game. Everyone is really enjoying it here and the spirits are high. I tell you what else is high is the wind, but that is not putting them off. First now have the ball and just managed to keep it in there. Wow. Twos have the ball again. First ball again as it goes to goal defence. Centre. Centre is running up to try and get it, but it is back to me. It's getting very intense here as people are getting more determined to score goals. Definitely the twos. The ones are instructed to keep their defence high and their energy on, and it is working for them very well. Twos have the ball now. Twos centre has the ball as they attempted to pass their team captain, Juliet Smith, there, but it was not enough. It is a first ball that was very intense as it went back and forth between the teams, but the first now have the balls. As the ones head towards their goal, will the twos manage to defend? Ones have the ball as there was an attempted goal to be scored, but very far distance. There's a closer goal now, which has just been made by the ones team. Ones have the ball now as they head back towards their goal. And it is another point for the ones. Anyone watching, just a reminder, the ones are in the purple and the twos are in the classic James Blacks. Solid passes there, but it was not enough as it is a ones backline for their goalkeeper. Goal defence now for ones, passing to their goalkeeper, back to wing defence, wing attack, goal attack. They are getting it up there speedily and not hanging around. Every second counts here for both of the James teams. Trying to get another point now for the ones, but they're struggling to get it close to that goal as the defence is strong for the twos, but it was not enough. Twos have just scored now. First has just scored now, ones have just scored. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, then, the ones are in the lead with 19-9. That is 199. So I wonder what the tactics talk is going to be like this time. More energy, perhaps. More defence. Those are the words that we all heard here on the court from both captains on both sides. It's really nice to see both of these teams playing, their competitive spirit high and their friendship also high too. But they are both very eager to win this very big and important match. Like I said, more crowds are now turned up, which means maybe the pressure has turned up a little bit. We'll have to find out in the next quarter. We are 3 quarters in and very excited to see how the final quarter will go. And the whistle is blown. Back for the final quarter. It is going to be an exciting final quarter. The ones are in the lead by quite a considerable amount of 10 points, but that does not mean that the match is over. Twos have determination, smiles on their faces as they come back to finish off the game. Again, lots of friendship between both of the James teams. So lovely having two college teams fighting for this finals game. Strong start then for the twos. Lots of energy as they pass towards their goal. Goal attack now for the twos. Trying to get close to the goal. Goal attack attempting to shoot with the very tall goal defence for the firsts. Defending well. Ones have the ball now as it heads back towards their goal. Solid passes there. The wind not putting them off. Goal attack now for the ones attempting to shoot. Another score has been made for the ones. Centre for ones now passing to the wing attack. Didn't quite manage though, and it is a twos ball off the side. Twos have just missed the ball and is back to ones. It is a twos offside with Juliet Smith, the team captain, trying to find someone to pass to. Twos have the ball as the centre amazingly intersected for the first. First now have the ball. The ones head back towards their goal. The defence is high on the twos though. Another score there, another point for the ones. Centre for twos now. There is a lot of tension as people are watching if the twos are going to score a point, but they didn't. It is back to the ones. The centre did a nice bounce pass to the wing attack. Back to the goal attack. Oh! It twirled around the outside of the net for a bit, but it did go in. That was one more point for the ones. One centre again as they pass it up the pitch, up the court. Twos have the ball as they try and score another point, getting it towards their scoring D. Strong intersection there from the ones, though, as it goes back up the court. Centre for ones now passing it to the goal shooter. Goal shooter attempting to score, but just missing. Goal attack grabbing it and scoring. Claps from the crowd there, as that was one more point for the ones. Let's go. Some words of encouragement we can hear from the crowd for the twos team. Turn it around, someone shouted from the crowd. There's a lot of determination and support for the twos team, but it is back to the ones. Ones have the ball as they head towards their goal. That was another point there for the ones. With people shouting, "Nice ball, Alice." Well done, Alice. There is a lot of tension as the ones attempt to score again. Just miss. One more time. And they've missed again. Will the goal shooter do it for the third time? They didn't, and it went straight to the twos. Twos now have the chance to score another goal as they head towards their shooting D. Solid pass there to the goal attack, but it was footwork, and it is now over to the firsts. One's centre chasing the ball as it goes to the wing attack. Back to the goal defence, back to the one centre as they attempt to make another point. Goal attack now for the ones, just missing. Trying one more time, and they've done it. That is one more point now for the ones. Little bit of substitution now happening on the ones teams as they swap out their goalkeeper and their wing defence. Goal shooter now for the twos, attempting to score but just did not throw it high enough. But they've done it. They have done it. That was 1 point there for the twos. The ones have the ball now as they head towards the goal. Another effortless goal there from the ones, but the twos centre shouting, "Let's go, girls! Let's go, girls!" They are so determined to get some more points, and I don't blame them. It's been a very intense match. With both college teams, both James teams versus each other. Ones have the ball now. They need a strong intersection twos as it is in their scoring third, but it was not enough. The ball is heading back towards the ones. It is now a twos ball with Juliet Smith, the team captain, and goalkeeper for the twos team. Back to the ones now, as the wing attack was struggling to pass to someone. You can see the confusion in her face as the twos remained very, very strong on the defence there. Twos have the ball now. Seeming a little bit more tired, but hopefully they won't give in. It is the final quarter here. The ones are in the lead. Ones have the ball and they're heading towards the goal. Centre have the ball for ones as goal shooter attempts to score. Just missed, but Juliet Smith for the twos has the ball as it heads back towards the twos end of the court. Solid intersection there though from the ones, as it is another attempted goal. Twos have a back line pass now. They pass it to their goal defence. Back to the ones though. The twos are struggling to keep the ball as the ones are very, very determined. Another ones point there. It is coming close to the end of the final quarter. Ones are in the lead. Ones have won the match. A very determined match indeed. Lots of handshakes, lots of smiles, lots of hugs from both sides of the teams. It's so lovely to see the friendships that are here. Everyone's very proud of each other. Everyone's very, very happy. So we are just about to get some interviews from both of the teams now. Hello, you guys. So can you just introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah, I'm Jules, Two's goalkeeper. And I'm Hannah, the president and the Two's goal wing attack.
So you're both from the twos team. So it was a very intense match there. So what were your thoughts on the whole game?
Well, we gave the runs a great run for their money, so that's what matters. We just wanted to go out and have a really fun game, and we just wanted to go out. It's our last match, so we just wanted to have a really fun match and play really well. And I think both of us did. So
Either way, we were always going to be happy because it was always a win for James. So we just wanted the ones to kind of win as much as they could, but also have a good match against us.
Yeah, it's so lovely because you guys are both from the same college. Have you guys played together for a long time?
Oh yeah, a little bit in first year, not much in second year because of COVID, but then this whole year we've been playing together, and it's really nice to have Hannah back. She was injured for a while, so it's great to have our players back on court, really.
Yeah, and a lot of the players are actually freshers. So for us, because we're third years, this is our first year playing with them. But it's been so nice to get to know them, and we've always trained with them and do match play with them. So this was just like another fun match for us, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's it like being president of such a incredible two teams and such an incredible match that you watched? You must have felt very proud.
Honestly, I was nearly in tears when we ended it. But it's not even these two teams. We have 4 teams, and they all have played incredibly this whole season, well, this whole year. So, yeah, honestly, I'm so proud of the club as a whole. They've done insane, and it's been such a good year for us.
I think my favourite thing was seeing you guys all interact as friends, you know, regardless of the teams and everything like that. So are you guys all going to celebrate together tonight?
100%. We've got a big social tonight, so that would be a really nice end to the year. Really, it's the last time we were going to fully be together, and we've got the old girls back from fourth year, and that's the amazing thing about college sport. It's the most beautiful thing about York, I think, because it just brings everyone together. I would never have been able to know first years and second years without the college sport system. So that's why I think it's absolutely greatest thing about York.
Yeah, absolutely. And anyone watching who wants to get involved, what would you say to them? How can they get involved? What would you say?
Just do it. Just take the plunge. If you're on the edge or if you're not sure, just do it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Uni is all about making friends and trying something new. So just do it. No hesitation.
And we have so many social members as well that don't even play netball. It's such an inclusive club that literally anyone can come. I mean, when I joined, I hadn't played netball before uni, and then I've worked my way up to the twos. So it's you can work your way up so much, and it's just so much fun to make all the friends that are here in the club. And yeah, it's really good.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. You guys go and celebrate with everyone. You deserve to. Well done. Nice to meet you too. So yeah, lots of support here, lots of happy, friendly faces, and like they said, it's really lovely seeing this spirit. We're gonna go and talk now to the ones. Hello, yeah, we're live right now on YSTV.
Shout out to the other co-cap Freya, who's not here, but she's watching.
Absolutely. So, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Al. I'm one of the co-caps. I'm Hannah. I'm just a player.
I'm Mila.
I'm Laura. Social sex as well. Yeah.
Social sex. Okay, and you guys are all from the ones. So, how did you guys find the game?
First quarter was terrifying. It was intense at first quarter.
Very intense, yeah. It was such a good game to play.
Yeah, I was worried first quarter, and then we got into it, and then last half was everyone was bombing it. Everyone had so much energy. It was great.
I was quite ill and hanging, so it's quite impressive that we kept it up for that long. Actually.
I've heard that a few people are hanging here today, so it's amazing. But yeah, your determination from both sides seemed really intense.
Especially given that the twos had so many threes players playing up, so they have done actually incredible.
Really
to get into the
final
final
of netball. Sorry.
Because obviously we've got Poppy, who's a one junior player playing, and we were like, scary, because she played for the twos. But
Everyone was so good.
And I've seen there's obviously lots of support out here today.
girls this weekend, so
Oh wow! So have you guys been playing for a long time? Did they train you, or how is it working?
yeah, we played with them last year.
Yeah, we played with them last year, most of them, and then obviously they've come back for our President's Weekend, so we're going to play with them in a charity game after this.
Yeah, where it goes. Yeah.
Old girls are here, so our vice caps when we were freshers are here watching this game, so that was really nice. It's cute.
That's so lovely. And I was talking to the twos team who said that you got a big social tonight. You're going to go out and celebrate. So yeah, how are you?
Nice of Zach actually to let us play ones versus twos because it wasn't meant to be this match.
No.
So it's so nice that we've had it.
Yeah, they forfeited, so we're we may as well play.
Do you think that playing netball in such an incredible, inclusive environment has shaped your uni career?
That's so cute. It's literally my social life. These are my only friends.
Made most of our time at uni because all of our friends are here and it's such a good family we've got going on.
Yeah,
I I'd say so.
Feel good vibes.
Oh, so lovely. Well, enjoy you guys. Well done again. Congratulations. That's okay. Thank you so much. So, yes, lots of people are happy here, lots of smiles and lots of support. So, I hope you enjoyed that game and make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the sports this weekend.